I've been wanting to do a video like this for a while now to show typical behavior of cows, beef cattle specifically, that aren't handled by humans on a daily basis. Dairy is different. They're around people all the time. Cows that are in sanctuaries, smaller family farms are different because they're around people much more often. These guys are around people enough to know that we don't intend to harm them, but they also aren't tame enough that they're going to want to be cuddled. We've been out here for a while, not too far from them, working on the windmill. So you can see they're not upset about it. They're curious. They want to know what the heck's going on. This gal right here, she's been watching us and chewing her cud for a while. She's one of the mama cows. There's mamas in here, there's babies in here, and then there's some that are eventually going to be processed and end up in your grocery store. So I just want to show you typical beef cattle behavior around people so that you understand they're not cuddly and they aren't tame. You have to think of them as more of a dog that hasn't been socialized, more of a cat that hasn't been around people. So I'm just going to take a few steps. I'm not on horseback. I do not have a dog. I do not have anything in my other hand. This one is just the camera. I'm going to take a few steps and I want you to be able to see how cows typically behave so that you understand some of the other videos you see where people walk right up to the cows and the cows want scratches and cuddles and stuff, which is all very cool. I've had a few that do that. It's not typical. So I'm just going to talk really quietly. I don't want to scare them. I don't want to upset them. But I want you to see how they behave when a person gets closer to them. That they're not tame and definitely not cuddly. See, she's getting up. She doesn't like me getting closer. Or he, actually. They're starting to sneeze. They're getting suspicious. And they're starting to move away. They want to keep distance between me and people. Or them and people. And I'm stopping. I'm not going to keep pushing them. But you can see they're starting to move away. They just as soon a person not get too close. They don't want scratches. They don't want attention. They're not afraid. They're just very cautious. And we respect them for that. This is also a really great example of a California beef ranch. When you see people talk about factory farms, they're showing you pictures of feedlots, which is about where 3% of their life, the very end of their life, happens. The other 97% of the life for these beef cattle that are going to be processed is spent in an area like this. And for the others that are the mama cows, this is where they spend their whole life. So I'm going to take a couple more steps and show you. They're not coming for attention. They're actually very cautious. And like I said, they're not afraid. They know people aren't going to hurt them because they've been worked. People have been around them. Bring them feed, bring them salt blocks. Right now we're fixing their water. But they're also not tame. And that's what we need to remember when we see some of these other videos with these cows that are tame, that like scratches. They've been around people for a long time. They've been domesticated. and they've been turned into pets. These aren't pets. They're beautiful, well taken care of cattle, but they're not pets.